minutes?
I thought we started really well actually. I thought if the lads had got the confidence boost of an early goal, because I thought they had a great first 20 minutes. We was looking like they've got all the Spanish players, but we looked like Barcelona in the first 20, and then they had a little spell, got their goal, and the lads, like young lads do, they dropped their head a little bit, and the other team looked like they was in control of the game. I thought we got it back for a little while, but the young lads get a little bit tired. They get tired quick, and it's a fantastic learning curve for them, because Oxford City are pretty much very close to that National League level. So it was a great opportunity for the lads to know where they were, fitness, mentally and physically, and for us. So they've had a great opportunity, a great experience anyway, in representing the first team in the first team competition. And I thought they all did something that would make you feel that they all had a chance of a career in the game at some point. It's just at what level. So and we've learnt a lot about the lads over the two games. We're proud of them for putting in the effort that they've put in. It's great that the supporters turned up in their numbers today, knowing it was a young team, and got behind them. And so all in all, we're out of the trophy now. Some lads have had a great experience. We've learned a little bit more about them, so nothing lost.
Have any of them really enhanced their reputation with you, their prospects?
Yeah, I think a few will need the latter part of the season to prove that they're fit, that they're strong, and that they're not, that mentally they're strong as well. That's the important thing. A lot of them will be training with us over the next sort of few weeks anyway, and it will give them every opportunity to see whether they can mix it with the first team boys that are obviously a lot older and more experienced now.
I don't expect you to name names, but are there one or two in there maybe you will be keeping a really special eye on from between now and sort of April time?
Well, yeah, of course. It's not only over these two games we've seen them. We've seen them many times, and they do train with us. We watch their training, we watch their games, we watch their youth cup games. So, it's not just recently but some have enhanced their reputations, and that's good, because that's what you have to do to impress a manager that the next part of your future relies on. And it's always a difficult job when the lads get to 17, 18, and you've got to tell them whether you think they've got a future at this club or not. Of course, one or two do, and the majority don't, because that's the nature of the game, and that's the percentages.
And that's also the worst part of the job, isn't it? Breaking the lad's heart and saying you're not going to make it.
Yeah, but you know what? It used to be, and it still is. But what I know is, if you're good enough, you make it in the end anyway. So I've used it before. Being cruel to be kind. Sometimes give somebody a jolt, kick up the backside to do a little bit more, and they can come back. There's many people have come back. From pro clubs, gone into non-league, or gone to another club even, and done well once they've realised what they've had to do. But we're not just leaving them. We spoke to them all individually. We'll speak to them all again in the week. We'll show them the video. We'll review the video like we do, and they'd have picked up a lot from it. And I've made sure that they're not too down in there. No pros like losing, no footballers like losing. But I've just said that they was part of a decent match in horrendous conditions, really. There was people falling all over the place in the end, sort of thing, and it was getting a little bit dangerous.
Looking at the bigger picture, out of the trophy means no real fixture backlog now between the end of the season, and you can just concentrate on one thing.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. There's no fixture backlog, but there's still a long time. There's probably a few hurricanes to come. I don't want to be the Grim Reaper, but I'm sure there's, what we at, J or something, and we're probably up to L or M by the time the season finishes. But so we've got to be careful. We've got to keep them dates as much as we can, because it's April really that it really gets down to the serious stuff. I mean, we're in the serious stuff now, but it's April that you've got to make sure that you've got a fully fit, good, strong squad to take whatever games have been rearranged.
And no doubt you may have seen the result from Hague Avenue already tonight. Southport North Forest Green, one
Yeah.
last-minute goal,
Yeah.
and so that nobody's going away, are they?
No, and nobody will, and Grimsby still be there. Listen, what is it, 18 games left, 17 games left? You know, you can't start thinking about dropping teams out just yet. That's why I say that April, when it becomes 6, 7 games, that's when you know that every game, becomes a cup final. And somebody's going to slip up, and as long as we don't get frightened by teams that are ahead of us or just behind us. We've been hunted, haven't we, for a little while, being top of the league, and now we're the hunter, and that's a different mentality each game at the moment, which we seem to play. We have to go back above Forest Green, but I think that keeps us on our toes and it keeps us from being complacent.
But you now have a game in hand. I mean, most of the time through the season it's been Forest Green who've had the game in hand. Now you're in that position.
Yeah, we're in that position, and of course, when you first see the result, you're always disappointed because you think, it'd been better if they lost or they drew. But we mustn't get bogged down by it, that's for sure. We've got to keep doing our job. We know the required number of points that generally does it. If we can just get more than that, then it will put paid to everybody else. But there's too many games yet to be worried about who's first, second or third.